had it all going for them, and then they were slaughtered in their fourth-round match. Graham Annesley in charge. #1 Super League match for the Easter weekend. Healy it is. Cronulla from left to right. Appropriately, Glenn Lazarus gets first touch. Forced down by the Sharks. Ryan and Lee. Awful pass. And Andrew G had to wear it. Third tackle now for the Broncos. That is Brad Thorne making it out to the 30-metre line. Twice they met last year. Shark Park, Brisbane got up to beat Cronulla. In the dying seconds, 15-12. Then, of course, the semi-final went to the Sharks.
Knock on, second one, change over.
You heard it from Graham Annesley. Busy play by the Sharks. 30 metres out from the Brisbane line and a chance.
Just having a quick look through the Shark lineup, Ray. They've actually started with Jason Stevens, so a late change. No Tian Strauss out there, Stevens starting.
Stevens is with it in 40. 20-metre line, centre of the ground. Nick out, first receiver off the ruck. 12 out. Green. Healy. Ryan. 10 metres out. Healy, they work the blind. Green. Bell, I think it is. Yes. 5 out. 5 gone. Green. Healy. Nick out. Quick hands and straight over the touchline.
Good bustling defence there from the Brisbane Broncos, getting up off their line, which you must do in that particular area. And Sean Ryan, well, he had a blinder a couple of weeks ago, and he started off in the same vein tonight.
I just wonder whether Cronulla feel as though Brisbane expect them to kick the football on the last tackle. That's why they're looking to run it. They weren't really set for it. The outside men on the outside of Nick Howe weren't in a position to run onto the ball as Brisbane attacked from inside their own 20. Good, strong tackle there by Paul Green on Walters.
Paul Green will be working hard against Langer tonight. Langer will get the Queensland jumper for the Tri-Series. But Green should be fairly confident of a spot on the bench or in the squad. That was Peachy, or in fact it was the wing three-quarter on the other side, Richard Barnett. And another run there by Jeff Bell, playing in the headgear. Long to the left. Green. Ryan. Been one of their better players consistently for the Sharks. Green, Healy, Nick out. Nick out, driven down by Darren Smith. Trista, Stevens. Behind Lee, onto the boot of Healy. High, and it's gone forward, I thought, off Cronulla.
Knock on, change over.
That's the turnover. And a knock-on ruled by Annesley. Change over last tackle.
On that occasion, Healy targeting Wendell Saylor. Now the Cronulla players beat Wendell in the air. They couldn't control the football.
I don't think there's a better taker of the high ball than Richard Barnett in the game. We've already seen him take one Alan Langer midfield bomb, and it's no surprise that that's where they will kick. He just climbs so well, never takes his eye off the football, and really didn't get in a good position to take that one. He'll be dangerous. Good strong charge there, takes a 25 out from the Broncos.
Chris Bombolas is working with us on the sidelines tonight. Chris, what's the condition of the ground?
condition is pretty good, Ray, considering we had a lot of penalty there going to the Broncos. Considering we had a lot of rain in Brisbane over the last couple of hours, conditions underfoot still pretty firm. Ball handling at this stage is pretty good by both sides. And also interesting to note that the Broncos have started with John Plath in the hooking role. John Driscoll not feeling well, a little off colour today, and John Plath takes over. John Driscoll to the bench.
Lazarus. Now it's Langer. Thorne. Brisbane anxious to take the penalty. The tap. Now, common sense. Although it's hard to say that with Alan Langer in charge.
But obviously, Alan Langer believes that this is going to be a fairly tight game, taking on one of the premiership favourites in the Cronulla Sharks, and a gift 2 points really here for Darren Lockyer. It was the only decision to make, although we've seen on countless occasions the quick tap taken by the Brisbane team, and they put on a try in the next set of 6.
And I just saw Alan Langer give Brad Thorne a nice little pat on the bum. Well done, Brad. He's been heavily involved. He's made some good meters up the middle, as has Lazarus, and that's why Lazarus is arguably the best prop in the game today. He just gains those meters every time he takes the ball up.
Darren Lockyer. First points are there. And needless to say, with that roar from the crowd, they go to Brisbane. 2-0. So Lockyer restarts. Nathan Long.
Well, that's 3 great charges there. Firstly by Stevens, then Treaster made 20 or 30 metres. On the 4th tackle, Sean Ryan, no problems getting in the opponent's half.
There's Danny Lee. David Peachy following up. The kick is coming from Healy. Keeps it low. It'll make Lockyer watch it like an eagle. Annesley is ready for the restart. Back on the 20-metre line. Wendell Saylor. Platt. Chalice. Across the shoulder there of Tony Carroll. For a moment, there might have been some infringement by the Cronulla defence. Oh! Bell! Rogers! Beautiful play by the Sharks. Ettinghausen lurking behind the play. Oh, Stevens! Hit with a bone rattler from G. Healy. 7 out. Nickau. Green. PG. Renoff strong in defence. Rogers. Lee. Smith and Thorne. The last. Where's Healy? Stevens gives cover. Green. Platt went up quickly. Green got away from him. 7 out. Turnover.
Yeah, they're probably lucky not to get a penalty then, unlucky not to get a penalty, the Broncos, because Tallis was running up and got taken out of the play, and that's why I'd say that touch judges come on.
Number 10. 10 Cronulla.
Tallis was rushing up quickly in defence.
Jason? Do you know who it was, mate?
I'm sure it's 40.
Okay, come here, please.
What's your number? Yeah, it was 40.
Okay,
yeah, what's happened is...
He's called up number 10.
Suppose not true.
He's not out there.
Going to be a long time looking.
On top of him again. They've got it wanting to go on with it.
All right, okay.
So you know.
All right, so he's come down with one after the tackle's been completed.
Exactly right.
All right, after it's over. All right, mate, okay, but after it's over, you get up and walk away. That's what these guys are there for, okay? Wait, Al.
Big Jason Stevens wearing jumper number 40. Touch judge saw it as a 10. And from side on, probably not hard to do. Andrew G. Lazarus.
That's what
Thorne.
What a front rower should be anyway.
Lazarus again. It's a good trick. In the first play, twice in a row. Langer the third. Oh, Long has hit Langer. Thought there'd been a clash of heads. Both are on their feet there, okay, as Walters finds Peachy. That number 18 for the Broncos is Michael De Vere. In the side for Michael Hancock. Trista, Green, Stevens on the halfway line. G, the tackler. Neckau winding it up. 45 metres out from the Broncos line. Broncos holding that line. Lockyer. The greasiness of the ground didn't help. Nice work by Green. Kicker and tackler.
Yeah, good chase by Green. And we just saw why Nickau is such a good player. We probably see him more in the scouting role out wide, creating things at the outside backs, but he's also prepared to come in and do the hard work in the middle of the ruck. He's strong enough and aware enough to know that that's also his responsibility.
Lazarus on the blind side. Sailor with him. Not required. They come back for another forward play. Brad Thorne. Now Walters. And Long takes him ball and all. Time between attacker and defender is starting to lengthen. Peachy.
I'd like to give the referee a rap there too, Graham Annesley. A couple of occasions Cronulla players were offside. He may have even told them, but he didn't pull up play because the Broncos had momentum. He allowed them to play on. There was some advantage for them, and he didn't disrupt the play just for the sake of giving a penalty.
This is Sean Ryan. 2-0 then. Penalty to the Broncos after 6 minutes of play. Neckau with a long pass, finding Barnett on the left wing. Broncos sliding across in defence. Stevens looking to turn and get a pass down to the support. Healy, low again, driving it into the corner. Lockyer is the man in pursuit. Great evasion by Darren Lockyer.
Tian Strauss on for Danny Lee as the Broncos go wide through Renoff.
Tallis. 30-metre line. Just behind them now as Langer starts a blindside play. Sailor. Carroll. Langer. Walters. They're using all of the ground. Smith. Lockyer. Cronulla comes up with it.
And that's more of the Broncos we're used to seeing, throwing the ball around from side to side. A couple of chances for them. They should have just kept the ball coming out to the left and had an overlap out wide, but the ball went back inside. Chris McKenna gets ready to go onto the field in the battle, replacing Nathan Long.
Ryan. Green. Neckau again. .38 out from the line. Trista. They're good yards. Cronulla has spent a major portion of the game in Brisbane territory. Tian Strauss outside for Barnett. Back and across. McKenna onto the boot of Healy. High ball. Oh, Rogers! Rogers! He has scored! That is superb!
Well, they missed him last week. He's back in the side, doing what he does best, and that's scoring points for his team. Looking to run the football on the last. Good work here from Tian Strauss to keep it alive. Basketball kick over the pass over the top, then the kick from Mitch Healy, and the chase was superb. The kick was pinpoint. Two of the best young. Well, we haven't seen much of De Vere, but Matt Rogers certainly one of the best young players in the game. A great try there.
Yeah, one of the things about Rogers, he never took his eye off the football. He sprinted 25 metres there, and his eyes were on the ball every second, every metre, and he had the advantage. He was running forwards, De Vere running backwards.
Just magnificent stuff.
And that was
The mind floods back to a similar try scored here, I think by Willie Kahn.
That was the ideal play by Cronulla too, running the ball on the last when they didn't come up with something, getting the kick in at the end of the play. And ultimately, they scored the 4-pointer, possible 6. Pretty good strike rate for Rogers, 80%.
So he gets a chance to convert, and it's coming around, and it's another 2 points. The Cronulla Sharks lead the Brisbane Broncos by 4. Back at Brisbane's ANZ Stadium. We've just witnessed one of the truly spectacular tries of the year. John Platt now with a burrowing run that has taken him just over the 30-metre line. Brad Thorne gets in the line. Andrew G, marginally offside, allowed to go. This is Darren Smith. Paul Green doing a lot of defending in the front line. Langer, and his kick straight down to David Peachey, who runs towards Barnett on the left wing. Inside ball for Barnett, away from the 30-metre line before the defence converges. Now Bell. Jeff Bell. Pulled down eventually by Wendell Saylor.
Oh, you were going to go again.
And he's lost the ball.
You were going to run again.
What's the problem with Danny Lee? Chris Bombolas on the sideline.
Well, originally, Ray, he thought he had a fractured rib, but at this stage it looks like he's jarred his shoulder. They're going to do a bit of repair work and get him back out onto the paddock a little later on.
Well, Danny Lee, of course, is like a foundation stone. As Brisbane working away to the right. Saylor. Crowd starting to urge the Broncos. 25 out. Andrew G. Langer. Tallis was running the decoy. Walters. Brad Thorne. Inside the Sharks' red zone. Smith. One-on-one by Stevens. On the blind side, Walters. And Rogers has got the job. No, Alan Langer cuts him down in goal.
A great chase there by Alan Langer. The Broncos just a little bit out of sorts with their attack tonight. Rogers, he was winging it for that try line, but good stuff by Langer. Yeah, their attack just seems to be a little bit disjointed. Lots of forward rucks with little support. We haven't seen that flashing back line too much tonight. And just as far as Gordon Tallis is concerned, he's probably still working his way into this team. But I'd like to see him work around off Walters, maybe through inside balls. I think that's his go, running hard and straight there.
They've had a few chances on the fringe of the ruck, Brisbane, and it just hasn't happened for them as Wendell Saylor, another strong charge, takes it 30 out, beats 2. Tremendous run.
Had a chance to offload too, but those near him were preparing for the next play. Now it all comes undone. Peachy swivels away. Now McKenna. Formerly was with the Broncos. Made his way via South Queensland to be with the Sharks of Cronulla now. And he started the season in brilliant form. Nickau working a lot closer than when I last saw him. The role that he was adopting has now been taken more by Sean Ryan. And maybe that's got something to do with Les Davidson not being there. Healy. And there he goes again with pinpoint accuracy. The bat down on the boot. And it was Rogers again there. But Walters is there to turn them around this time. 12 metres out now from the Brisbane line. G. John Plath, eventually they get him. Chris McKenna had 3 goes at him.
That's Shane Webke back in the Brisbane side. Miraculous recovery from injury for Webke. He's out there now along with Peter Ryan, Tallis and Lazarus, the players replaced. That's the last for the Brisbane Broncos.
Langer. Langer with the regather off the boot. Barnett comes back. Well, Langer was looking to get the ball in his hands. Rogers. Langer was desperate for this to give him a bounce. Tian Strauss. Oh, forced down. 2-man tackle. It was strong. Green. Healy. Nickau. Across the face for Bell. Nickau again. Healy. Green. Long is out there. Green with a ring of Broncos around him. 40-metre line. Healy. Eddinghausen, I don't know that he's touched the ball. He's on pursuit on this one. Sailor's knocked on. A great chance for the Sharks.
Well, has he knocked on? Wendell can't believe it. Talking to the referee.
Thank you.
He said, I was facing that way. Well, instead said gone backwards. He's gone back a metre.
And the Sharks across with Bell, and he loses it on the first.
And that's probably just a booming tackle there from Steve Renouf on Jeff Bell, who's had a pretty good game. He's made a couple of breaks, but Renouf cleaned him up that time.
This is Webke. And now Brad Thorne. He's down just outside his red zone area.
Problem out there for Kevin Walters holding his back. He's down on the ground inside his own 10-metre line. The tackle made on the 30.
And here's a bust being made by the Broncos. Peter Ryan in 12. Carroll it was. And here he goes again. Pulled down 18 metres from the line. Langer. Across now for Platt. Then for Lockyer. This is Darren Smith. Brad Thorne is with it. Lofted pass. Comes off De Beer and goes into touch.
Well, a big chance there gone begging for the Broncos. Tony Carroll, he made the initial bust on the far side. They've got the numbers here. The inside ball, there's a gap for Thorne. And look at the Cronulla defence go in. Just had to catch it, and Steve Reynolds was there in support as well.
Cronulla have offered them another chance. Walters. Lockyer. Carroll. 6 metres out, pulled down by Bell. Sailor. Fends away from one. Now they've got a big line off to the left. Nothing on the right. Lockyer. Goes for it himself. He beats Nickau. Gets it away for Langer. Now it's Walters. And Walters scores. Well, that's a Lazarus performance by Walters. And I'm talking about the biblical Lazarus. He was down here and has come back to life to score a try.
Well, tremendous work there from Darren Lockyer. Slid between two Cronulla defenders. I think it was Nickau and maybe Strauss. And excellent work there from Kevin Walters to be alert enough to get on his shoulder. You see the fullback, he was the man of the match last week. Now it was Jason Stevens and Nickau who came up with ordinary attempts. And the nice offload to Kevin Walters, who, as Ray pointed out, was injured only moments ago. He showed plenty of enthusiasm to be there.
Yeah, he's got plenty of talent, that kid, Lockyer, hasn't he? He's playing fullback. Just watching him play and seeing the skill he showed there, he's obviously a 5'8". And he's biding his time till maybe Kevin Walters either leaves the club or retires, and I think he'll make that spot his own.
So the changing of the guard.
And of course, that came from a very simple mistake from Paul Green. They won the scrum. He lost it on the first tackle.
And there's the conversion. Safely there. The Broncos go back to the lead. 8 points to 6 over the Sharks. 26 minutes. Johnny Legg, our coach, busy in conversation with his offsider as Jason Stevens comes rolling back out towards the 20-metre line. Stevens in jumper number 40. This is Chris McKenna. And again, Cronulla have given it back to Brisbane. Well, they've got nobody to blame bar themselves. 3 times in the last few minutes they've given the ball back to them. Tallis, 15 away from the Cronulla line. Walters. And this is Carroll. He's hurt. Walters. Langer at 5'8". Lazarus out wide. They would dearly love to put the big fella over for a try tonight. Peter Ryan, incidentally, is out there playing his 100th first-grade match. Langer floats it off the feet of Sailor, puts a kick in, and Barnett comes away for the Sharks.
Well, this has got to be a very good set of 6 now from the Sharks. They must control the football and get a good kick away. They played tremendous field position early in this match, but all of a sudden that's turned around. If they want to be on the end of a scoreline like they were against Penrith last weekend, all they've got to do is continue the same kind of football as we've seen in the last 5 minutes.
Ryan playing it just inside his own 30-metre line. Nathan Long. Oh, Healy's been put down after kicking it. Just watching the touch judge out of the corner of my eye and watching the Brisbane player running away from his own 20-metre line. It's De Vere. This was Healy. One would find it pretty hard to pull out of a situation like that. Peter Ryan it was. This is Barnett. My concern was there might have been a lifted arm, forearm, but just looking at the replay, I suspect not. Ryan joins in to take it 25 metres away from the Brisbane line. Richard Barnett's hands go in the air in frustration. Treaster takes it down to the 10-metre line now. And another chance opens up for the Sharks. Healy is back in the line. Eddinghausen, then Rogers. Rogers back for Eddinghausen. Then across. Ryan or Strauss it is. Green. Healy. from the line, 5 tackles. Peachy! Race for the ball, and it will be a line dropout.
That's a good comeback by Cronulla after they held out the Broncos for tackle after tackle up the other end, let them in for 1 try, but to get down there and put some pressure back on the Broncos, good stuff.
And he's the man who's got to get more involved. There's some attention for David Peachy. That was the first touch for Andrew Eddinghouse in that game. He actually touched it twice in the one movement. I know that's his style of play. He likes to inject himself, and invariably when he does come in, something happens, but you know, they've got to get the ball in his hands a fair bit more.
They still like to see him take the line on.
The line dropout. Down for Peachy to send Stevens back. Oh. Well, it's been ruled as lost backwards.
Oh.
I wonder how Wendell Saylor feels. Ryan. 15 out from the line. Green. Healy. McKenna. Healy again. Long. Coming back in to where the play the ball was. From Bell. Now with Green. Across the park. And Tian Strauss it is who's pulled out. Tackle 5. Eddinghausen after the kick from Green. Up they go. Knocked backwards by Rogers. I think he might be going to give it, is he? And as they, yes! Rogers gets his second try.
Well, tremendous work there from Matt Rogers to keep his cool, but again we go back to what we thought was a knock-on at the beginning of this movement. Lovely kick. When your dummy half kicks, everybody's onside, so that's not a problem. Peachy flew high, everybody missed it. Matt Rogers batted the ball back, no doubt about that, and kept his head to score a try.
Well, they're hard to hold out when they've got their kicking game going. It's going pretty good tonight for the Sharks. They all missed it. Some might argue that there was some interference there from Peachy, but no, he was going for the football.
So Matt Rogers gets his second try for tonight. His 24th career try. And his 4th for the season. Rogers from almost the same position. Kept it low last time and does the same again. So 2 tries and 2 conversions to Matt Rogers. This was the knock-on. When the ball left his possession, I feel it went forward.
Well, I'll go the other way. I think it's a knock-back.
And Rogers deflecting the ball backwards for the try. Healy then with the restart.
What, are you going to let him beat you, Rex?
No, it's no use bogging down in an argument between Sterlo and myself. I say it was a knock-on. He says it wasn't. That's fine. I don't mind. That's the beaut part about having an argument about rugby league. Nobody ever agrees. 35 out from the Brisbane line.
Love you, baby.
We love you, Poppy.
I just will end by saying one thing. I wonder how Wendell Saylor feels. You can read into that what you like. Halfway line. Let's get back to the football. Langer. Sending it down inside the 10-metre line. Peachy it is. But Rogers with him. Ooh, thought about a pass. Rogers obliged to pick it up. Peter Ryan. What a luxury being able to start a match with him on the bench. Now Ryan. 17 metres out from his own line.
He's played well again tonight, Sean Ryan. He's very aggressive when he gets to that defensive line. He's all arms and pushing and shoving and getting them out of the way. It's good stuff, good to see. Oh,
Tallis is looking at the referee and shaking his hand.
Well, he was saying that the player lost it. There was a suggestion that the knee was involved from Gordon Tallis there. And now Healy gets one away on the last.
So Darren Lockyer brings it off his 20-metre line. And he's lost it! Ettinghausen gets it away. Oh, Rogers had a chance for his third! Matt Rogers! Oh, the hero and then the villain!
oh, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Couple of mistakes here, but it's good football. Here's one. Strong defence from Nick out. E.T. took the safe option to pass it. Rogers looking for a treble. He's missed.
So the Broncos out to the 40-metre line. Langer. Darren Smith. Oh, Jeff Bell's pulled off a ringing tackle. Taking Smith across the sideline. The ball came spewing out.
Well, a lot of drop ball in this game once again, but plenty of it through solid defence. Good hit there from Jeff Bell. Showing that he's not only just a prolific try scorer, but very strong in the tackling department. 16 errors, and we're still a couple of minutes out from half-time. A lot of simple drop ball, but also some big hitting in this game.
So just on 3 minutes of the first half remaining as Green fires a pass off for Sean Ryan.
Get away now, Reb.
Players just outside the Broncos' 30-metre line for Peachy to go in and find Stevens. Triester, the running Tian Strauss, reaches the 20-metre line. Alice coming over the top in tough defence. Green switching the point. Langer came up. He cut him out with a lofted pass, but it bounced, and that took the sting out of the attack. Barnett is with it. Nicow into the hands of Green for the bomb. He's equally proficient. Brisbane had a chance with it. Renoff was there to clean it up. De Vere. Ryan. I thought for a moment, on only his second touch, Andrew Ettinghausen was going to score a try. "35 minutes into the game, and the great centre has touched the ball now twice. Sailor. 40-metre line. Jeff Bell gives the impression that he's taken Sailor's attacks as personal. Peachy. Barnett. And Barnett quite happy to take the tackle. Back on his own 20-metre line. Green. Rogers. Across for Ettinghausen. 28 metres out from his own line. Just over a minute of the half remaining. Oh, McKenna put away in a perler of the tackle by Shane Webke. Nicow right on the halfway line. Triester. Green. That is Strauss.
Come back, guys, now, come on. Come back, please, come back.
Green again. Through the hands for Stevens. Stevens lumbers up to the 30-metre line. He's set, about to end in its normal fashion. The ball going wide.
Not a
the
bad
end
idea.
of the 5 tackles, the kick from Cronulla.
Yeah, not a bad idea there. Mitch Healy going for the field goal. 13-8, 12-8. Trying to add the point. And this should be the last set of 6. I'll be quite happy to go in with a 4-point lead.
Lazarus out on his own 40-metre line. The clock winds down. And Renoff. Still a chance for the Broncos. Fires the pass infield. It went forward. Graham Annesley blows time. And Cronulla Sutherland, the Cronulla Sharks, will go to the break leading 12 points to 8. Matt Rogers, 2 tries and 2 conversions. Darren Lockyer twice successful with the boot. Kevin Walters got the Brisbane try. So 4 points to... So he's got magnificent recuperative powers. Little Kevy. As Annesley starts the second half. The Sharks leading by 4 points with Jason Stevens brought down on the 20-metre line, and he and Andrew G are having a disagreement in back play as the Sharks continue outside the 30-metre line with T and Strauss. Green. This is Nick Howe.
Good strong charge there from Nick Howe, and also good to see that that was allowed to play on. Just a little bit of a disagreement between G and Stevens. Stevens didn't like the tackle. G threw a little left hand, and that was it. Play on, no damage done.
Ethan Long almost getting entangled at the wrong time, and the scrum will form down just inside the Broncos 20-metre line. 20 metres in under Super League rules. Matt Rogers has scored all the points for Cronulla, and the Brisbane points provided by Kevin Walters, and a conversion and a penalty for Darren Lockyer. And a big push by Cronulla. They win the scrum. Rogers. He loses it. And the referee Annesley will put a scrum down.
Yeah, nice bust there made from Cronulla. Some slick passing tonight. You know, had that ball gone to the intended person, which was Eddingshausen, they could have scored a try.
It was a great push by the Cronulla pack, wasn't it?
That's lazy play from the Broncos, just thinking you've got to go through the motions in the scrum. That just should never happen.
Walters. This is Darren Smith as the Broncos on, I think, the third tackle, make it just beyond their red zone. Chris Bombolas, what did you find out at half-time?
Half-time, Cronulla coach Johnny Lang pleased with their effort. He wants ball control in the second half, and he wants some nice long kicks and some good chasing. Broncos coach Wayne Bennett, he says they're rushing the play. They're trying to push the pass too often. He wants quick play the balls, and once they make a break, to go for it, not to hold back. He'd also like a bit of luck that the Sharks had in the first half. And by the way, fellas, I don't think we'll see Danny Lee back this half. That shoulder injury has obviously taken its toll, and he will not play the second 40.
A little bit of a problem here for John Platt. He was bent back very awkwardly in this tackle. Just have a look at this. Nick Howe involved with Tian Strauss. They drag him back. You see there the left leg bent. Fortunately, the legs didn't get caught under the body of Strauss, or it could have even been worse. He's to his feet now, and he's fortunate to be.
Kevin Walters. Langer then scoots out from dummy half. That kick is too large. He's back for the turnover, and Cronulla will enjoy the territory. 5 metres into the Broncos' half. Stevens. Strauss. Green. Long. Ethan Long with a strong effort. Kevin Walters and Peter Ryan involved in stopping him. Not an easy task. Nick Howe around the back for PG. Inside pass for Eddinghausen. But he's going nowhere. Pulled down by Gordon Tallis. Green. Short pass for Stevens. Had some momentum going that time, Jason Stevens. He's been caught a couple of times while stationary. Healy's kick, high and across, but back in the in-goal. Sailor forces the 20-metre tap. And he takes it out himself. Tristra around the bootlaces. Andrew G rolls it out to the 40-metre line. Thorne to the halfway. Plath seems to be recovered. Ryan pushing away from Strauss. Stevens underneath, long over the top. 10 metres into opposition territory now. Langer with an infield pass for Renoff. A kick ahead by Renoff. And it's left to Matt Rogers to clean it up.
Well, he's having a game, isn't he, Matt Rogers? Good to see Renoff injecting himself into the play. Nice inside ball from Langer, gave him some space.
Barnett has weaved his way through. Sailors after him. And then they put it down the Sharks.
Well, what a shame. A comedy of errors after a beautiful bust there from Richard Barnett. Beautiful mover. A big step. Then I think this pass that he threw back inside, it certainly wasn't expected by Tian Strauss. Knock on by Green. Brisbane side get the feed 32 out after being busted.
Listen. Hey, stay back on your side. Hey, listen, gents. We want to stay on the field, we calm down, all right? Let him go, Andrew. Steady.
So the Broncos, with a good opportunity. They haven't had the territory of Cronulla. Let's see if they can make some use of it now. Thorne, 20 metres out. Driscoll, Walters, Renoff, Lockyer. Cronulla swarming in defence. Langer, or Walters it was, I beg your pardon. Now G. Driscoll, Langer, Tallis. Walters, Langer. If it's okay for you, it's okay for us. And De Vere has taken it over the sideline.
Mitch in 10.
Well, that was Matt Rogers again. A very good tackle on De Vere. He didn't have to go for the football. Rogers, he waited till the ball came down and hammer time.
Alan Langer's kicking game's just been off tonight, hasn't it? He really hasn't placed it where he's wanted to. We've seen one out on the full, that one much too shallow for his liking. It'll be fairly difficult conditions out there. The ball wet, breezy conditions after the rain we've had all evening. I think Cronulla probably have had the better kicking game this evening.
This is Sean Ryan now. Nickau to the halfway. Strauss. They've used their back rowers extensively, Cronulla. Lockyer. Away. Tristra. The second time he's made a head-on tackle. One-on-one with one of the speedsters. Sailor's pass to ground. Langer. McKenna in 31 makes the tackle. Lazarus to the 40. Webke straining his way for every metre. Ryan. Langer holding it back. Then for Lockyer. Lockyer can still pass. He can't now. Driscoll. Langer. Carroll and Sailor going through after the kick. Bell. Treaster.
Been very, very good tonight, Dean Treaster. Has made a lot of metres from dummy half. I think Jason Stevens is well up there as well. He's been close to Cronulla's best. Plenty of work by the front row. It's Dykes making a charge up the blind side.
Green. Nickau. Crossing the halfway. 43 metres out now from the Broncos line. No change to that half-time score. 12-8. Wendell Saylor almost cracks the Cronulla defence. Kevin Walters. And that's Darren Smith. 25 metres out from the line. Great run by the lock. Renoff. Langer chimes in.
They're all offside then, Cronulla.
The crowd letting the referee know it. Wasted tackle there for Brisbane. Driscoll. Langer. "11 metres out. Walters. Lazarus. Now the last. Walters. And Smith. And he gave it back to Strauss. Ryan it is. McKenna.
Darren Smith, he made the big bust to put them in an attacking position. It was the last tackle. He was trying to find support, could only find a Cronulla jersey. Showed good speed, Darren Smith. He's played a fair bit of football in the centres, so that's not surprising.
32 is Stuart Pearce. Dykes. Hit hard by Ryan. Healy. Ryan continues to torment him. Lockyer coming off his 20-metre line. De Vere. Lockyer one more time. Pearce making the tackle. Broncos out to their 30-metre line. Tony Carroll. Ooh, Darren Smith. Given a pass under pressure. Cronulla comes up with it. Eddinghausen. Peachy. Eddinghausen a dummy half again. Pearce. Just outside the 20-metre line. This all came from giving Darren Smith a pass in a very hot situation. Green. Peachy. Bell. Hit the ball at top speed. Second last tackle. Green. And the referee will rule that it went forward.
You can see at times tonight, Paul Green just trying a little bit too hard. He's wanting to come up with a big performance, especially against Alan Langer. I think he's played very, very well. Just a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes from the little halfback. He's been very physical tonight, as Ray pointed out earlier, getting in the front line, a lot of tackling.
Talking about blokes getting physical, Peter made mention of Jason Stevens. He's got an injury problem. Chris Bombolas, what is it?
He certainly has. It's well documented that Jason is a bleeder, and of course he suffers a lot with corks. That's what he's got, a corked quad. The opposite to the last time he had that leg problem a couple of weeks ago. And we saw a few minutes earlier a shot of John Lang on the sideline. He's been down here on the sideline working feverishly with the interchange because he's used both permanent replacements.
Thank you, Chris. As the Broncos put it through the hands between Langer and Walters. Not quite to the halfway. Still trailing by 4 points. Barnett, that is. He's one of the classical wingers, Richie Barnett. He'll always notice when the sideline gets too close to him and the defenders are with him, he will angle back and away and submit in the tackle. It's hard to put him over the sideline. Rogers. Infield pass. Through and away from Peachy for Nickau. Nickau put down on the halfway line. Peachy again. Pearce. Tallis launching himself. Treaster. Ryan. Ooh. Tallis getting fired up. Looked a lot worse than it was. This is the last. Green puts a kick in. Sorry, Pete.
Well, I think you'll find as the ball goes in the sideline that the ball was actually dropped at the play the ball area by Ryan. Once again, the crowd baying to the referee. Let's just have a look. Oh, in fact, it is Ryan. There's the ball gone loose. He picks it back up. The referee said play on.
Been some willing defence in this game tonight, hasn't there? Some big hitting from Tallis and Thorne in particular.
And I think the next try scorer will win this game.
Talking of tries, one of the more prolific getters of tries is with it now, Renoff. And set the task of running 90 metres. Now they're out to the 40. Lockyer turning it inside. And it's come forward off the hands of Thorne. So again, Brisbane unable to string it together. It's that pass that comes off the fingertips of Thorne.
That was great defence from Cronulla. Brisbane have found it very hard to make breaks against this defence tonight. Now they're trying the inside balls, but on that occasion, even then, Cronulla had it covered. A couple of blokes in front of Thorne when he dropped that one.
Here's Healy drifting across the park. Bell, Eddinghausen. Sailor's got him wrapped up down on the Brisbane 30-metre line. Barnett for McKenna. McKenna put down 23 metres out from the line. Dykes is 18. Green shows it and then gives it on the outside for Pearce. On the 20-metre line. Centre of the ground. Dykes for Green. Nickau is with it. Begging the half to come round him. Nickau eventually succumbing just inside the 10-metre line. Ryan. And then Green. Healy. Cuts out Strauss. Bell is with it. Eddinghausen, it came forward off him. The Broncos have got the advantage. Sailor. Taken underneath by Green. Ryan over the top. Lazarus trying to barrel his way up the ground. Driscoll pulled down on the 20-metre line. From his point of view, the wrong end of the ground, though. Langer. Just inside the 30. Smith seizes an opportunity to go from dummy half. 12-8. 58th minute. About to elapse. Lockyer comes into the back line. Puts in a towering kick, but Peachy has a mile of time. Runs away from De Vere. And is bootlaced by Renoff. Rogers comes away. Beyond the 20-metre line. Strauss. Pulled down by Langer.
A real war of attrition out there now as both sides look for the opening. We saw Kevin Waller's nearly slice through. Alan Langer's looking at as though he wants to run a little bit more on his own. Cronulla, I think they get the feeling as well that if they can put on the next points that this game will be theirs. Time starting to run out for the Broncos. Just a quarter of this match to go.
McKenna right on the halfway line. Dykes. Kick. Refusing to go over the sideline. Saylor's got the job. Chances the pass. It's come off beautifully for them. Lockie is with it.
Exciting stuff there from Wendell Saylor. Beautiful kick. The Cronulla player still down in the in-goal area. Chance out wide. Renoff.
It's Barnett, Paul. De Vere. Thorne. No big pardons out there from Tawira Nikau.
Well, Cronulla have got Dean Treaster has gone onto the field. He's playing on the wing at the moment in place of Barnett. And he's dropped back like all good wingers should. Good on you, Dino.
Nearly back to the try line.
Inside ball. Here we go.
Brisbane. Oh, they can't hold it. Fallen on by Ryan. Bell.
Another missed opportunity off the chest of Darren Smith. No interference from the Cronulla players as he was trying to catch it. An opportunity missed. Pearce. He's done pretty well since coming on. He's an interchange player. Takes a 45 out centre field.
Not only has he come on virtually to replace Jason Stevens, he looks like it. Big and youthful. High work rate. Nikau. What a wonderful player. He's turning out to be Tawira Nikau. Now, Rogers, I thought, might have been a tad in front of the kicker.
Matt Rogers.
And I think you'll find that Annesley agrees.
Yeah, good call.
You've got the corporate touchdown just in front of you. 45 in front of the kicker.
Yes, he's got Matt Rogers for being in front of the kicker.
And it's a key decision there. You can see Rogers a metre in front because the kick was dropped by Lockyer, taken by a Brisbane player in an offside position, De Vere, so it would have been a Cronulla penalty, but spot on there from the referee and touch judge.
And Rabbits.
And Rabbi.
That's the penalty's 4-0 to Brisbane. Hard to believe that in 60 minutes of football, Cronulla haven't got a penalty yet.
Tell you what would be an interesting statistic, just the amount of time these sides have spent in their own territory. Brisbane, to me, seem to have spent a mile more time in their territory than has Cronulla. Could have only got away with a pitch only 50 metres long. In fact, there's time in opposition half there. 28 against 18. That's a big margin.
Change, 6. Change over, Ralph.
Order to change it. 4 points the margin. Long.
Brisbane starting to have a little bit more success with the inside pass now, and that's an indication that the Cronulla defence might be getting a touch tired. Again, Dean Treaster makes good metres. He's been very smart tonight.
Well, one-on-one, you can do that. That's the way it appeared to me anyway. Here's Lockyer. Oh, slicing through. Good work by Peachy. Inside the 10. He'll go all the way. Darren Smith has got it over the line.
Darren Smith. Determination personified there by him. Good work from Renouf as well. There's the stealing of the football. Only one of the tackle. Ryan came in, never really touched him. Play on. And from here, it's a good bust. Renouf goes for it. He's held, but not on the ground. Legitimate pass there. Look at Smith go. He's got 18 metres ahead of him. He's got 100 Cronulla players there. Ineffective defence, and good on you.
Yeah, great charge there. Also give a rap to Darren Lockyer, who got the momentum going by making a bust. Steve Renouf, every right to pass the football, and Smith straight into Peachy, spins out of his tackle. Eddinghausen tries to hang on. Great try there. Might be the match winner. I think it will be.
Well, he's been threatening to score, Darren, hasn't he?
He's been the player who's loomed most likely to make that bust and score the try. And it's great to see a player just go for that line. And nothing was going to stop him. Nothing did.
It mightn't have been as extravagant as the try scored by Solomon Hamono at Belmore a few weeks ago, but it had the same grit and determination. Darren Lockyer from 12 metres out, almost in front. The Broncos are back in front again. Third time in the game. 14-12, the pendulum swing. Back at ANZ Stadium. And it's Cronulla Sutherland. Now, playing catch-ups. Think of their scores last year. And in recent times, there's never been much between them. At the end of 80 minutes. 15-12, 22-16. Healy. Yeah, mature football by Michael DeVere. Sideline comment, Chris Bombalis.
Ray, fatigue could be a problem now for the Sharks as we go into the last 13 minutes of the match. With Stevens and Danny Lee permanently replaced, Johnny Lang only has his two subs to use, the interchange players, and he's changing every 3 or 4 minutes to give the players out there a bit of a break, and at the moment he can't keep up with it. We're getting a bit dizzy here with all the changes.
Carroll. Thank you, Chris. Tallis. Tallis wants to quick play the ball. Just noticed a couple of times, I might be wrong, Graham Annesley might have given the tacklers a little bit longer tonight. Ryan losing it. Dykes away. Bell. 45 metres out. Dykes again. Long to the 30-metre line. Dykes again. Green. The gate shuts. Smith and Ryan. Dykes. Tallis launching himself with Driscoll. Treaster. Green. Cuts out Nicow. Healy. Green. Green was trying. Hello. He's ruled forward. He's ruled forward.
No, the one to you. Here it is, please.
Well, they're all saying which pass. They couldn't believe it, the Cronulla players.
Well, the touch judge has given this call, that pass forward from Healy to Green.
Well, needless to say, a look of amazement on both the faces of Mitch Healy and Paul Green. Totally mystified. I wonder what goes through the mind of a referee when a touch judge gives him a call like that. Keeping in mind he's not on a good angle. to give a call himself. 17,294. The crowd here at ANZ tonight. Alan Langer. Brad Thorne putting his foot down. Langer again. Away from Green. Got a pass off for Walters. Langer.
Well, they just can't finish off, can they, the Broncos? It would seem only a matter of time before they put Cronulla away. Cronulla won't lay down, I know that, but the fatigue factor that Chris Bombolas speaking about before is setting in. 34 missed tackles now for the Cronulla side.
Pierce, reserve grade tonight. Into the Sharks, they beat the Broncos by 20 points. Is Long. Green, Nicker, Peachy on the outside, Eddinghausen inside. Neither able to get it. Green again, puts in a little kick. Eddinghausen after it.
How brave was that, Darren Lockyer? He's hurt himself in cleaning up that football, but gee, he put his body on the line there, literally.
De Vere, been given a busy night. Michael De Vere. Thorne. The longer the game goes, the stronger Brad Thorne appears to be getting.
Went back.
Went backward, said the referee. 14 is John Driscoll. 2 points the difference. Lockyer in the middle of it. 30-metre line. Last tackle. 8.5 to go. Walters kicks into the corner, in touch, in goal. We'll take a break. 14-12 at the 71st minute. Restarts as we welcome you back. Brisbane clinging to a 2-point lead. The scoreboard has seesawed. First Brisbane, then Cronulla, then Brisbane, back to Cronulla, back to Brisbane. Tian Strauss, no Les Davidson tonight. That is Healy. Now Green. Bell over the halfway. Got a pass out the back. Good one. Peachy. Dummies. Steps. Inside Sutherland. Inside pass. Kick by Eddinghausen. Clean up time. Sailor. McKenna makes the tackle.
He's done some beautiful clean-up work tonight, hasn't he, Wendell Sailor? Attracted two defenders and threw a pass to Darren Lockyer to get them out of trouble as Brisbane go wide. It's another chance here for Cronulla. Sailor's been very safe. Good cover there again in a dangerous situation.
7 minutes. 7 minutes for Brisbane to cling on and become the outright leaders in the inaugural Telstra Cup, the inaugural Super League. Penrith, of course, falling off the pace. If, in fact, Brisbane wins tonight, a win by Cronulla would see a triangular leadership board. Barnett, they're 10 metres up. Ample tackles. Green. Nicow. Got a pass away for Bell. Oh, he's offside. No, what's he ruled here?
Picked it up. No, he wasn't offside. Here it is. Cronulla ball. Cronulla loose. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Well, he's putting the scrum down. I would have thought the ball was knocked out by Brisbane to a player in an offside position.
Yeah, well, he's a metre offside.
I can't fathom that unless he thought the G was onside. But Cronulla come away 3 metres out from the line. Even less than that. Nickau sweeps it. Green away. Ryan Rogers!
Oh, yeah, good defence. Matt Rogers thought he had his third try. Some good hands here. Sean Ryan's out there, pops it up to Rogers, goes for the line, dropped it.
He'll take your pick. If it was in touch, drop the football. It was only the second tackle, so they put all their eggs in one basket there, Cronulla. And I think Darren Smith would be breathing a sigh of relief because he could have gone from hero to villain. And there's a big push from Cronulla. Fortunately for the Broncos, Langer was aware.
I'm just wondering, Pete, had they have got that penalty before for that offside infringement, which we thought, would they have taken the kick at goal? What would they have done here? Make 14 all?
I think they had to take the kick at goal, Paul. Academic now, but he did look like an offside position, Andrew G.
Come out of this with no penalties at all, Cronulla.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I don't want to labour that point, but I was absolutely certain Andrew G was offside. In fact, a penalty should have been given. But here's Brisbane now. Working it down into a safer area. 100 metres to go for Barnett. 4 minutes, 0 tackle. Fiji. Nickau. Rogers. Eddinghausen outside. Beyond the 20. Lazarus. Hanging on. Pearce. Barnett. Green. Going back. Looking for runners. Nickau. He's a very tired man. Eddinghausen over for PG. They don't know that they've got the petrol. They might have the desire. Chris McKenna's in trouble. Peachy. A chip and chase, but Lazarus was just standing there. Come down to me, baby. And it flopped into his chest. Driscoll. Under 3. Oh, ran off. Bumped away from Eddinghausen. Andrew had to come from behind to catch him. De Vere. That's where they are, Brisbane. It's a safe area. Comfort zone. G. Centre of the ground. Everything they're doing now is naturally slower. They've got the 2-point lead. And Alan Langer goes for the drop goal. Waved away.
I'm very surprised that Alan Langer would have a field goal attempt there. It would have only extended to 3. Thought he'd have been looking to put it into the in-goal area and try and get possession back.
Kick it off, boys, Peter, now. Kick it off, mate.
Pearce. Strauss. Smothered in the tackle by Renoff. Green. Healy. Across the 30. Nickau floating it out. Barnett. Met there by both Carroll and Saylor. Bell looking for runners, but Dykes was there. Then Green. Now Healy. Healy along. Strauss on. Put back and down. Rogers comes away. Away from Walters. Darren Smith hangs on. 60 seconds on the clock. On the halfway. Green. Dykes. Sean Ryan. 22 metres out. Treaster. Green. Steps away on one. Puts the kick across. Came off the hands of Sailor. Off the boot, then off the Sharks. It came off Barnett.
They knocked it back.
I'm just wondering, when it came off Brisbane, did it go forward?
Come on, guys.
I'm just wondering where the feed's going to go here. It's come off Brisbane, for sure.
Then Cronulla have kicked it.
Yeah, so it'll be a Brisbane feed. They're home.
Sailor high above the pack, raking it down. It did go backwards. And the siren, full time. Brisbane. The Broncos have defeated Cronulla by 14 points to 12. Repeating a narrow victory they inflicted on them in the competition rounds of last year. And then, of course, that was reversed in the semi-finals. Thoroughly entertaining game, with the scoreboard fluctuating. I think on 5 occasions we had 5 different leaders, if that can be possible with only 2 contenders. But I'll leave myself to ponder that as we go for a break, and then we're coming back for the $1,000 man of the match